people.
Speaking about all the supplement stuff, which I think you're killing it. Like, actually, I want to talk about the shots first. I think the shots are like a really great idea.
Yes.
Nowadays
we need to hear more about that.
I think nowadays everyone obviously I don't want to compare it to drinking, but people love nips.
No,
It's
dude, it's
super easy.
That's exactly where I got the idea from. I was just
a
like,
nip,
you know
right?
what?
That's all it is.
Literally, just like a shot, a nip, just something
shooter.
to go. Like you're on the way to the gym. Actually, my grandmother. Shout out to Grandma. We love you, Grandma.
Shout out, Grandma.
Shoutouts.
Steel Asylum.
Put a C on that.
Mrs. Steel Asylum.
But actually, it was kind of like I talked about it with my grandmother and my grandfather, like right before he passed away, and I was in the hospital with him. And I went in there one day, and I was just like, fuck. I'm like, what the hell can I do to raise more money for protein powder? I'm like, it's not easy. It's not easy. And I said to him, I was just like, and he was like watching his TV, and he looked at me and he just said like, he said something stupid. And I was just like, wait, but you did say something that made sense. And I was just like, oh my God. I was just like, if I can only find a way to turn what I already have into something completely different, sell it for a little bit more money. This way, I'm not investing in new stock. I'm turning something into something else and making more money off of it.
Let's go.
And that was where the shots came
That's
in.
where the shots came from. So I was just like, oh my God. I was like, what goes good with lemonade? What goes good with lemonade? I'm like, I can do a raraspberry lemonade flavor. I can do a strawberry lemonade flavor.
Yep.
The original.
The pre-workout, by the way, does taste very, very good. So, if that's all you're looking for out of a pre-workout, you can get that thing.
It is taste bud approved.
Taste bud approved, 100%.
And it does get you jazzed up, I will say.
And it's all natural.
All natural.
Yeah, we don't have artificial colors. We don't have dyes or artificial flavoring. It's all natural. But
was that important to you when making all this?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you go on all these people nowadays, like, look at the food. Like, the whole food industry is all just maybe like 5 monopoly companies.
Yeah.
Like Tyson, Kellogg, like you name it. Like, I don't know, like all these like salad dressing companies and like all these like foods and meats. Like it's all like
Hidden Valley.
I mean, Gatorade, bro. Like they own like so many people. Yeah. But like you look at these ingredients. So like McDonald's French fries, like it's 19 fucking ingredients. 19, like
that's wild.
And then people are complaining like, like
not surprised
why am I
though.
fat? Why do I have cancer? Why is my blood pressure so high? Like, why do I have to be on all this medication? Why am I dying at age 65 years old? So it's just like, dude, all the stuff you're eating nowadays, it's not like how our ancestors were. They got meat. Sure. They had vegetables. They had fruits. That's it. They didn't have, like, Red 40, Yellow 2. They didn't have, like, all
Popeyes.
these. Dude, they didn't have all that stuff. And look at their physiques. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Like, we could talk all day about the natural Liver King. But, I mean,
yeah, we could get into that for sure.
Yes. Go on, sorry.
No, take the floor. Take the floor.
I'm just saying, so you think he's, ever since he got off the juice, has he declined?
I don't think that he's off the juice. I mean, he came out and he's been posting like day 200 natty.
Day 200 natty.
So he's off, like, or he's
so he claims. I
think that he came out natural and released to us saying that I am natural, but he's still taking the juice. But now he doesn't have the guilt. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I feel like once you're on something, it's really hard to come off. Especially,
that's true.
He's kind of like a really advanced version of me. I mean, he has his own business. He has a few supplements. He has his stuff. But like the way he approached his audience, saying like, if you eat like liver, bone marrow, testicle, and like all this shit,
you'll look like me.
You'll look just like me.
Yeah.
And then like, mind you, like the idiot leaked an email saying how he was spending like $10K a month on a bunch of stuff, which is fine, but don't lie to like all your 12, 13-year-old audience, because you're going to poison their mind, and like that's where the body dysmorphia comes in. That's where all these issues come in, and like you're poisoning the generation just to buy your stuff.
Yeah, we should definitely let's get a light going.
There we go.
Much better. Really quick, I want to talk about like who are some, other than like Liver King, who are some other like big people in the industry that you like or watch, or you feed off their content. Like, who are some people that you like?
It's weird because I don't really watch a lot of like content creators. So if anything, like I'm just watching, like I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube Shorts, and I see all these people like Joey Diaz is a fucking riot.
Go.
Joe
I
Rogan,
love Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz.
Andrew and Tristan Tate, and like,
Yeah.
Shout out.
Who gives a fuck about all their drama? Whatever. The past is the past. The point is, they're like, they're billionaires, and we're not. Right? We're doing something fucking wrong. And if you listen
true.
to them,
Good point.
like, I mean, if you listen to some of the stuff they say, like, I remember, like, I watched a video, and Tate said, one day I said to my brother, he was just like, wow, this guy has like a fucking like a fucking $150,000 car, and he's like, so, and then he was like, no, how? What do you mean so? He's like, the question is how? Like, if I worked every single fucking day, by the time I retire, I still won't have enough money to buy that car. And there's people that have like up to like $5.2 million to blow in a Bugatti. It's like, what the hell?
Wild.
But it's kind of like, I look at it that way, like, I will never, ever, like, my goal, like, I will never be working for, like, the big boss. That's the dream. Now, like I said, I might have to make some sacrifices and some smart choices, I believe I got a good head on the shoulder. Like, I'm not just dropping out.
I would agree.
I'm not just, like, dropping out and making a stupid decision to try to, like, take on, like, something that's not a future source of income. Like, right now, it's just a hobby. I'm trying to build the base. A year ago,
you do it for the love of the game.
Exactly. Like a year ago, like I had nothing, and now the foundation of the house is built. The cement foundation is built, but now like the walls are going, and like they're gonna be fucking going like high as hell. Like, I'm talking like higher than like the Empire State Building.
Hell yeah!
Oh, I love that.
Hell yeah! Empire State of Mind.
Exactly.
Shout out Jay-Z.
You gotta have for real. Like, I'm glad you said it, because you gotta have that mindset. You can't like not think that it's like, you can't think it's only gonna, like, you gotta keep breaking ceilings is what I mean. Like, you can't think it's gonna be like finite. You gotta think it's got no ceiling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Which it does.
Which not
have a ceiling.
That thing is, it's only gonna go as far as you take it. Like where you said, like everything what you put in is what you're gonna get out.
Exactly.
And I think like that's what you're doing, and I feel like you should definitely be proud of yourself that we're going that way.
I try to like, like I saw that I hit 5K and I was just like, oh, sweet. Then I hit 500. I was like, hell yeah. But I was just like, that's not good enough. Like, I want 1K. Now I'm at 5K. Yeah. I'm like, big whoop. I'm like, by the end of the year.
It's always
like,
milestones.
Exactly. It's like by the end of the year.
Just checking them off.
Then we got 10K. Then
exactly.
we got 15, 20, and then it just keeps going up and up.
And like the thing, like, dude, that's a lot of people. Like, my mom was like, like 5,000 is huge. I'm like, that's huge. If you have 5,000 people here that like support me, like that's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like if I can double that and keep going and like, if I ever see like that 1 mil, it's just like, oh my God.
That is a following.
Dude,
yeah.
It's loading.
It.
It's on its way. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you do got to think about, like, imagine 5,000 people like in a room.
It's a lot of people.
Like, you may think like, oh, 5,000 on Instagram isn't like crazy, but then you put them in a room and you're like, holy shit, it's a lot of fucking people.
I said that to one of my buddies, my best friend from college. He just
Shouts.
2 weeks ago from Saturday, he competed in his very first bodybuilding show.
That's hype.
Wow.
What did he do? He came first place. He got his pro card.
No, he didn't really.
And
pro card, let's go.
Dude, like,
give it up for him. What's his name?
Kyle Sampson, buddy.
Shout out
Kyle Sampson.
Kyle Sampson. Shout out,
brother. That's awesome.
But I said to him, I was just like, he was just like, bro, like, now what? And I was like, what do you mean now what? I'm like, you're a pro. I'm like, you have a fucking career. I'm like, you did it.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I was like, I know you. I'm like, you got to keep your head on the shoulders, bro. Finish school, get a degree, keep doing what you're doing. Now from ANBF, I'm like, now go to OCB. I'm like, then maybe in the future, if you want to take it to the extreme, go to IFBB, go to NPC. Then who the hell says you can't do Olympia? Like,
who says you can't?
No one, dude. Like, anyone who says that you can, like, I always just say, like, watch me, because I will.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You take it as far as
you just gave me the chills right there. You just gave me the chills.
Did I?
You should feel the tension in the room right now. I'm serious. No, because I believe it. That's the thing. I believe it.
Yeah, Ty is big into energy and like big into, like you said, what you put in is what you get out. And like that thing is like if he wants to take it to like those big, like Olympia stages, it's just going to be how much he puts in, how bad he wants it.
Yeah. I really wish